This video is going to be for my introverts. I am a little introvert. I have a freaking introvert tattoo. Can you see it? Hold on. Let me actually show. Introvert. Okay. And for one, you are your greatest purpose and you are your greatest asset. And I just want to say to my introverts that the introvert in you is missing out on a lot of opportunities and a lot of fucking money. Okay, I'm gonna be straight up. I know that, and a lot of times when people are introverts, they have old souls. And as old souls, we actually go through a lot of things. This is why we are introverts. This is why we stay to ourselves a lot. We end up just being alone a lot of the times. We find a lot of happiness within our solitude, a lot of peace within our solitude. But you are here to make an impact. The reason why it's hard for you to have a normal life, and to follow trends and to do all of just the normal stuff that people do and get success within, is because you are literally here to make an impact. I feel like a lot of introverts are very wise. You have a lot of wisdom. You have a lot of experience, even if it's not all of your own experience. I would say a lot of introverts actually learn a lot from other people's experiences, and we just have that innate wisdom that tells us, and that innate intuition that tells us, no, we don't need to go there. We don't need to do this. We don't need to do that. But you have something of such great value that you have to offer to the world, and you staying within your solitude and within your bubble and staying in your introvert nature is actually making you miss out on a lot of opportunities for yourself, and is missing it's making you miss out on a lot of opportunities to make the most money that you have ever made in your fucking life. Because when you have an old soul, you are here to make an impact. When you make an impact on the people around you, when you become more vulnerable, when you show yourself more to the world and tell your side of life, to share your perspective of life, you will come to realize that you will actually help so many people, because you kind of see things from a bird's eye view. I'm not saying that you see everything from a bird's eye view, but there are a lot of things that you see from a bird's eye view, and that your perspective is a lot more wise and elevated than the people around you and just people in general. And there is somebody waiting for you to share your voice. You have to learn, and I wrote some notes, that's why I'm looking. Okay, so you have to learn to serve your introvert nature by surrendering to a delicate balance. A lot of successful people that you see, a lot of famous people, influencers and stuff, are actually introverts in real life. This is why when you come across certain people in real life, they're to themselves. They're probably not as expressive and as outgoing as you might think that they are, just based off of how they are on social media. Because you have to remember that a lot of times when people are making videos and stuff like that, they are by themselves, so they are in their own comfort. And back to what I was saying about learning to serve your introvert nature by surrendering to a delicate balance. It's not to say that you completely have to drop to the whole other side of the spectrum and just completely be an extrovert. It doesn't mean that you have to completely stop being an introvert and just put yourself out there and just be an extrovert all the time and stuff like that. It means that you need to learn how to, because you are extroverted in some ways, in some what's the word, environments and stuff like that, and you have to be able to know how to use that to your advantage. So if there is something that you have a lot of wisdom on, that you have a lot of value on, learning how to be extroverted in those parts of yourself, learning how to be vulnerable and be open in those parts of yourself, so that you can start to attract the people that you are meant to meet. There are so many people that are waiting to meet you, and just because you're an introvert doesn't mean that you have to be alone. It means that you probably enjoy your solitude, you enjoy being alone, you find most of your downloads and just like your sense of self in solitude, and there is nothing wrong with that. Like, bitch, I'm an introvert too. But once I started putting myself out there more, once I started becoming more vulnerable, once I started not giving a fuck about like how I'm being perceived by people who literally don't even fucking align with me anyway, that is when I started to attract the things that I want. And like the more and more that I do that, the more and more my life starts to align, and the more and more I start to really attract the people that value what I have to say, that need to hear what I have to say. And yeah. So yesterday I pulled some cards from this You Are a Badass deck. I talk about this in one of my videos. I love like affirmation card decks and stuff. And I'm gonna just read some that I pulled yesterday, and they like resonated with what I wanted to talk about. So, alright. What other people think about you has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. Don't get caught up in people's ideas of you or what they think about you or whatever, because if you're a fucking introvert, 9 times out of 10 nobody is even around you to really even know who you are for real. So it's like to internalize and to internalize someone's thoughts that doesn't align, and to internalize other people's insecurities just literally doesn't make sense, and it's only a distraction to stop you from what God has already promised to you, from the vision and the messages that God has placed onto you for you to share. So don't think about what the people who don't align with you are going to think, because the people who are meant for you are going to understand you. And if there is something that you say that's not, or like do that's not like completely correct or something like that, the people who are meant for you are going to tell you that in a loving way. They're not going to diminish you for that. You're really going to find your soul tribe in your community that actually loves and respects you. Decide you'd rather be happy than right. A lot of times we want to wait for permission to confidently move in the direction of our soul's purpose and our soul's vision. And that's because we're scared to be wrong. We're scared to be perceived in this certain way. And it's like, if it's truly soul fulfilling, if it truly makes you happy, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable and to put yourself out there, because in this day and age, people are yearning for authenticity. People are yearning for realness. So it's okay if you mess up, if you like fuck up on your words, if you like are not perfection. If it's making you happy, that should be the most important thing. Your journey of being joyful during the journey and during the process is the most important thing. So don't worry about being like too perfect or too right. Yeah. You created the reality you now exist in with your thoughts, which means you can use the very same power of thought to change it. I talk about this all the time. You have to rewire your mind so that it can start to confirm new beliefs for you, because all your mind does your mind is very biased to what it's already thinking. So if you have limiting beliefs, your mind is going to find confirmations for that to be true. And this is why it's important to start to take control over your mind and start to be more in heart mind coherence, so that your mind is not overtaking you. You control your mind does not control you. And you have the power to change your life with your thoughts. And if you are on this journey of wanting to dive deeper into your manifestation journey, into your journey of rewiring your thoughts and starting to align with the life that you really want, definitely join my workbook, Ethereal Manifestation Alchemy Workbook. It's linked in the bio down below. Definitely join that. I've already helped a handful of people with it, and I just want to help a lot more because it really fills my soul, and it just it's so fulfilling. Like, it's really so fulfilling, and I want the same thing for everybody. So if you feel like that is for you, then definitely do that. And like I said before, you are your greatest asset. You are the best and most important investment that you will ever make is on yourself. It's within yourself. And however you want to invest in yourself, whether that's buying a course, whether that's going back to school, whether that's getting a new job, whether that's doing more self-care and stuff like that, do that. You are your greatest investment. You are your purpose, and you have to get yourself in alignment so that things feel normal for you. You have to normalize the luxurious life that you absolutely deserve, period. So yeah, you could change your life with your thoughts, and I talk about this in a lot of my other videos. So if this is your first time here, definitely check out some of my other videos too, but I'm gonna just stop fucking promoting myself at this point. All right, so the last affirmation is: forgiving someone isn't about being nice to them, it's about being nice to yourself. When you hold so much resentment towards other people, you don't realize how that stops you, how that stops your flow, how that blocks opportunities for you. Because little do you know, when you hold resentment towards one certain person, you don't understand how that energy is literally radiating within your auric field in every opportunity that you have, in every situation that you have. So forgiving someone isn't about you like justifying anything that happened or anything like that. It's more so about the peace that you receive so that you can stay in alignment and stay in God's presence, because it is not your job to judge or resent anybody. Everybody is literally on their own journey. Everybody is on their own path, and just because your path might not align with somebody else's path that you thought would match up and just like mesh well together doesn't mean that you have to hold this resentment towards them. And I know that it can be a little hard to do that while you're in the midst of things, but just pray and keep God in mind. Keep God's presence within you and at the forefront of your mind at all times, because everybody is on their own journey. And I'm pretty sure that you have also been somebody who probably didn't align with somebody else, and it's like, it's not your fault. Like, you are on your own journey as well. So releasing that resentment, releasing that animosity and that anger and those dark, low vibrational feelings will actually help you get in more alignment and help you feel more lighter, so that you can move through your path without carrying so much baggage and without carrying so much darkness within you that is weighing you down. Using that darkness and alchemizing it into something that can actually be powerful and a message for somebody else, and that can actually impact somebody else in a beautiful way, and therefore that will change your life as well. And then we have these 3 cards, and all right, I'm gonna just read them, and then I'm not gonna go too much into them because they already pretty hefty. But the first one says, remember that done is better than perfect. Just get the damn website up already, or make the calls or book the gig, even though they're not totally ready yet. Nobody else cares or will probably even notice that everything isn't 100% perfect. And quite honestly, nothing will ever be 100% perfect. There's no better way to get things done than to already be rolling along. Momentum is a wonderful thing, not to mention highly underrated. So get off your ass and get started now. Period. Find a replacement. Notice the verbiage that runs through your mind when you are being the most heinous to yourself, and come up with a new and improved response. Also, if you need help with affirmations, I have a free affirmation bundle as well, linked in the bio, and I just updated it. It looks all cute and stuff like that, so definitely grab that. For example, if every time you look in the mirror your first thought is yikes, make a conscious effort to change it to hi gorgeous. Do not spend your life clinging to the insulting decisions you've made about yourself. Instead, make the conscious choice to replace them with new and improved ones. Period. Hang high. Who you surround yourself with greatly affects how you see the world and how high you set the bar for yourself. Hang out with people who are living on purpose, who meet their challenges with a step aside. Sorry. Hang out with people who are living on purpose, who meet their challenges with a step aside sucker's attitude, who are dating super awesome people who are making exactly the kind of money they want to be making or working towards it. And you'll not only see what's possible for you too, but you'll have more incentive to follow suit. Period. So I hope that, not even hope, I trust that this finds all of the right people, and I trust that you have an amazing day, night, rising, wherever you're watching this, whenever you're watching this. And yeah, peace. I'll see you in the next one.